Hey guys, John here. This will be my first video putting up on YouTube. I like to make this a thing, either like moto-vlogging. We'll see how this YouTube thing goes, or more so my bike build goes. I bought a Honda VF1100 for $500, and it's been a little project bike. I've been tuning on it every so often. The guy who had it before me tore the bike down. It was pretty much a stock bike, and then he wanted to make it more of a bobber chopper build. So he chopped the rear fairing off. He deleted a lot of the panels, and he kind of, I guess, got discouraged on all the wiring and just general mayhem of it. So with my experience, I was like, I can fix a bike. That would be fun. What I've done to the bike so far is manage the wiring harness, get everything back to, working condition. I was able to put a battery on it and see if I could get the bike to turn over. I attempted to turn it over. When I connected it, I tried to hit the starter, and it just bumped it and hit the flywheel, did nothing. So I was like, geez, it seized. So I took the spark plugs out, I boroscoped the inside of the engine, and it was just what I thought were holes in one of the pistons, but it turns out whoever had it before me didn't put spark plugs in it for the longest time, and a bunch of stuff got in there, and it got rusted and didn't look too good. So I sprayed compressed air into there. I got a lot of the dirt out. It looked a lot cleaner. I soaked all the pistons in oil. I tried to do it again after a couple days. It still wasn't doing it. It just clicked and nothing. So I was like, well, I might have just bought a seized engine. So I wasn't just going to give up on it. So I tried to push, kind of pop the clutch. That didn't work. It just locked the wheel up, and I was like, great, it's really screwed. So my last ditch effort was to take the transmission engine cover off and manually crank it with a breaker bar, and that actually worked. It freed it up. I was able to get I put the battery back on it and just bumped the starter, and she turned over. So that's, one small victory. So that's where I got the bike to turn over. I thought, well, next thing is to get the fuel and air good to go so I can see if it actually run under its own power. So my problem with the carbs are, if you can get them into the valley, I can get them into the valley of the engine, no problem. Putting them on the ports and getting all the fuel rail and the fuel distribution between the carburetor bowls. If they're all fitting together, I can't get the throttle bodies, the actual butterfly valves that open up the for airflow. They won't sync up. They meet, but they're offset. So it's like when you try to do it, it just kind of, even if they're rotating in the same direction, they don't hit each other. So if I get my weight and pry on them and get them to actually overlap and work properly, even with being not synchronized at all, even if I can just get them to hit, my fuel rails are just completely off. They're not even connected even in the least. So if I even put fuel to it, it's just going to leak all over the place, and it's just not a good thing. So that's where I am with the carbs right now. I spent the first part of my Saturday tearing them apart, cleaning them up, lubricating them, putting them back together, and then the second half of the day was a complete waste, just trying to get them into the valley. It's just not working. I am defeated. I feel defeated. I'm gonna go back and try it again because I won't let it go. But if I can't get it in the next couple of days, I wanted to get it running by Wednesday. Today is Sunday. If I can't get it on Wednesday, I'm just gonna scrap the carbs altogether and do a fuel injection system because it'd be just infinitely easier. So we'll see how that goes. I do have some footage of the bike to go over with you guys, just so you can kind of see where I'm coming from with this. So let's get into it. Alright, so coming up from the back, you can see the fairing was cut off. And I did some work to the fuel system, redid the tubing, some that were decayed, rotting. And these are the carbs, and this is before I can get the linkage on. This is I'm just getting the carbs set up in the proper place. Oh, and I don't even want to get started on that. It's just a mess of a wiring harness, and I'll just save that for another video because it just takes forever. But yeah, there's the bike in its current condition, And this is just my bench setup where I've been cleaning the carbs, and that's how they're supposed to be synchronized, like the two butterfly valves like hitting each other. That's how they're supposed to be, but it just doesn't translate. So yeah, there's the bike. And that's where I'm at. I'm going to try to upload videos bi-weekly or weekly whenever I make headway on the bike. So if you guys have any questions about me or the project bike or where I'm going to go into the future with the channel, just comment, let me know. I'd be glad to answer. So thanks for stopping by and have a good one.